Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight I have something I always look forward to, and that is a brand new Mountain Dew flavor. And I actually have two of these. They're both Game Fuel, and one sounds quite plain, it's orange, but I wanted to review this one first. This is called Charged Watermelon Shock, and I'm a big fan of watermelon, and with summer just getting started, there's no more appropriate drink than a watermelon drink. And sometimes one of the problems I have is that they'll try to mix watermelon with some other flavor, and I much prefer to have what this sounds like, which is a watermelon, straightforward watermelon flavor. I have a problem with these watermelon and something. You have a problem with Thomas Wayne too? Yes, I do. And here's a close-up. You may recall from when I did the first review of this new Mountain Dew Game Fuel line that this has this very special resealable top on the can. You remember, you pull up here and then you can slide this back and forth to open and close it to give somewhat of an airtight seal. You can put it back in the refrigerator. And the other special thing about it is it has this special texture. If you can see those little, like a golf ball type indentations up and down. Okay, so now we're going to try to go ahead and open this up, although I want to first see that the caffeine content 90 milligrams. So that's what you're dealing with here. And also I want to give a shout out to someone who's making a bid to be my #1 fan, and that is Kristen Hatch. And I like the spelling of that with the Y instead of the I. There's something aesthetically about that. It's more modern, more futuristic, and thank you so much for being a fan of my channel and watching all the videos. It is greatly appreciated, and if you would like to have a shout out right here on this channel, the way you can do it is to order one of the t-shirts from the Robert Dyer store down below, and then if you tag me on Twitter or Instagram with a picture of it, you don't necessarily have to be wearing it, but just a picture to prove that you ordered it, I'll give you a shout out, or TarnationBob will. Let's try to see if we can. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you didn't have to hear what just went on here, but I finally was able to get the darn thing open. It's not working as well as the ones I tried last year, I'll tell you that. And of course, this is a Game Fuel Zero. I probably should have mentioned right off the bat, so it's somewhat disappointing that we're getting the great flavor in the zero form. Of course, the other thing I'm interested to see is what color is this? You think about watermelon red, so here we go. Now, that is vaguely it's a little bit more to the pinkish side, I would say. There's the faintest of watermelon aromas. I don't think the folks at Jolly Rancher are losing any sleep right now. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, I certainly wasn't bowled over with watermelon flavor in the first sip. Although I guess I should keep in mind they said it was charged watermelon. I know this is what watermelon tastes like when you electrocute it. 90 milligrams, 90 gigawatts of electricity. Well, the flavor is a bit on the limp side for something that's called charged. I'm expecting an explosion, a Nikola Tesla coil of watermelon flavor shooting out in all directions. So far I'm just getting a Thomas Edison. It's a bit on the watery side, I must say.
Bob, I'm speaking to you from the Bedford Falls Autonomous Zone. We've taken over a 6-square block area of downtown Willoughby, Ohio, and declared it Bedford Falls. Police have abandoned the zone, and we've created a peaceful, restful place where a man can slow down to a walk and live his life full measure, where all the men are based, all the women look like Judy Garland, and all the children are above average. We filled the downtown storefronts with ice cream parlors, soda fountains, and candy stores. Maybe one of you ladies will join me for a banana split later. The old theater is showing Andy Hardy movies, and the department store windows are filled with a colorful selection of Hawaiian shirts for the summer. We've established an autocratic Roman Catholic government with a figurehead mayor who looks a lot like a young Dolph Lundgren, a real Chad. In fact, his name is Chad. I'm president of the city council. Everyone has the right to vote, but there's only one set of names to vote for. This is a family-friendly town. In fact, I just helped Father O'Shaughnessy and Father Fuentes run Kevin Bacon out of the zone on a rail. We've kind of been expecting Janet Reno to show up any minute, but instead we got a nice letter from Jenny Durkham, mayor of Seattle. It says, "Thanks for setting up the block party, boys. This is going to be the summer of love, Joker style."
Well, I certainly didn't get much of a charge out of this charged watermelon shock. And I would say the main shock was that this is probably the worst zero type drink I've had. It's got a little bit more of a off and aftertaste than the other things like Mountain Dew Zero, Pepsi Zero. It is also quite bizarre. There's very little watermelon aroma and just as little flavor. I would say, if anything, the combination of the artificial nature of the flavor, the zero calorie problem, is combined with that the fruit doesn't really taste like watermelon. It tastes more like a cross between, I would say, grapefruit and I can't really think what the other fruit is that I'm tasting, but it's definitely not watermelon, and that's the problem. So I think other than getting the 90 milligrams of caffeine, I can't recommend this if you like watermelon like I do, you're going to be very disappointed. Very watery, very unwatermelon, and certainly not charged or shocking in a good way. Shocking in a bad way that Mountain Dew has a rare strikeout with this one. Because I think, for example, if you get Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zero, that's actually pretty good, I would say. It's not going to top the original, but as far as getting something with 0 calories, I can be pretty satisfied with that at Taco Bell. This I am not satisfied with at all. So I am going to say, from the standpoint that it's going to give you the energy and it's not horrible tasting, I'm tempted to give it 2 stars, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to go ahead and just give it 1 star. It was so disappointing, and I was very excited about this flavor. So I'm going to say, unless you just have to try every flavor of the Game Fuel, avoid this one. I would stick with I think the blue and the yellow, as I recall, were the very best of this series. And I'm still looking forward very much to trying the orange, because I was not disappointed with any of the ones that weren't 0. So I'm going to go ahead and give this 1 star, and let's hope for better out of that orange one. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.